up and the top is missing. The opposition and all that lane switching. This is what the game missing. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdered.
Room, they're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up
with
Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm playing the Eagles, dude. Stop playing. Where's the Eagles, I say? Let's go.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20
Absolutely.
to the 23-yard line.
You already know, bro. That's a fact. It's gonna happen, definitely. Where, yeah, we need that. Let's keep us. You know what I'm saying? Since we're the two closest teams to each other, let's keep that that 100 going.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Yeah, I wouldn't see it any other way. I'm happy they signed, what's his name, Ezekiel Elliott, because it won't be fair beating them without him.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Manning now to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward.
Where you from, Philly?
To limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game. And
oh, true. Oh, you went.
You can always tell that they were concerned about it going in.
You're in the Capitol.
I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shape and bake.
I played myself with that spin.
I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Ready, set. 51. Run the pass. Here we go. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 2.
On first down, Manning. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one.
Yeah, get that block, man.
No, it's working really well.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Bravo.
Throwing is Manning toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the...
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Yeah.
10 yards of the touchdown pass. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Wentz now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
The offensive line is stacked with X-Factor and star players, huh?
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry now for Jordan Howard. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, I got to get to that sideline. I'm bugging.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wentz again.
Jesus Oh, my God. Get that.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it.
Yeah, you know, these people be bugging out. This game still bugs out. They still do crazy stuff on this game.
81.
Like, you can't challenge. Like, come on. You're supposed to challenge. It's been in the rule book for many years already. Dang, I missed him. Oh, my goodness. Good play. I had that, too.
And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Manning. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Yeah, he should have jumped on that.
2nd down incompletion. They'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Manning. It's caught. Shepard. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Move there. Watch out. Topper.
On play action. Now Manning.
Get the
into a double team, and it's intercepted.
safety.
Oh, Jalen Mills.
Man.
Not much on the return there.
Jesus, good joints. Good joints.
Well, Charles,
Should try to put that man down right there.
Here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those 4. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium.
That shit. Oh, man, get go. He's out. He's out.
Probably about the right length.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Throwing now is Wentz.
Get him down.
He's going to let this go
goodness, he's out.
for Jackson.
He's out.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Steve. Check 99.
A first down carry for Barkley. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Cody Latimer there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Manning.
Good thing. Come on, Milan, man.
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they were pretty good. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
Oh, no.
And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Oh, my man got to hop up to that.
Yards, gives him a new set of downs. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second and 5 now. Wentz.
Keep him in the pocket. Dog, jump up, silly motherfucker. Damn.
A gain of 13. It's
Good play.
Down.
Oh, man, my guy's got to stop playing.
Timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Can't be on me.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Trying to punch it in with and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense they have withstood the test thus far.
There you go, let's go.
Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. He's at the 50.
Nice.
30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Rosas to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're
going to be moving the ball if you're getting keep your feet in bounds. I gotta get on top of that crossing route.
Wentz now on first down. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Manning. And he comes back with one complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line.
Get over that match.
Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Stays on his feet. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Again, it's Howard. And an alley to run. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. Now Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Shoot! Oh my
He
God!
bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. Thank goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. But a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal.
Check 4, check 4. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Give it a rock, man.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score
just do a reset.
28-0.
Test your connection speed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That catch good.
Yeah, he was by himself for a while.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
There's a big-ass gaps in the middle. I gotta change my defense,
and
too.
It appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
That's close. I thought you made that play.
Surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
15, 1, 59.
On 2nd and 11 now. Manning to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Tay Davis there on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run with Howard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Aguilar has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
Yeah, I play zone, so I believe it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter
That's a
of
fact.
what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey,
So it's
no
Eagle
question.
football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Trying to find a lane.
That's what happened to my boy yesterday. This shit was, unless he left it on rest mode, and when he went to play, it was really slow.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And this is Hurts with it, right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I disconnect. I do the wire straight up, but even then I take it out every week just to give it like a 10-second reset without the wire, then plug it back in. It's like phones and shit. You leave it on for a while, it just starts fucking up.
Here's Wentz to throw.
Oh man, good play.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no
you should have had
zero.
more points. It's true. There was a lot of gaps out there.
Slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Elliott good with
It's just a fucking game at the end of the day, you know? And plus, I scored, and that gave me momentum as well.
Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Word.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14.
Yeah.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up
Dallas
just
for
shy of the
life. That's all we
35-yard
know.
line at the 34.
Fuck them cowgirls. Them Rainbow
The
Boys.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Hey, rock it.
Now Saquon Barkley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside,
good game.
but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive
if you want, send me an invite. We can get it back whenever you want.
Laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, good shit.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. On the run, it's Barkley. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.
And with that being said, it's FDC for life.
They allowed the 1 touchdown,
Big Blue
and that
all
was
the way.
all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear.